Hi, my name is Basil Hanna. I'm the Regional Director for Kaplan International English. Kaplan's one of the largest private education companies in the world. We've been established for over 75 years. We're involved in all different aspects and types of education, but specifically we've been teaching English for over 45 years. Well, to be honest with you, we have a few partners here in Kuwait, but if we specifically look at Easy Apply, which is a company that we worked with from their inception, we were initially very excited to work with them. It's very rare that you find Kuwaiti nationals that are actually running their own company from beginning. At the same time, we find the advice and the service that they provide to their students is very honest, is very truthful, and they're consistently with their students throughout the entire student journey. And to us as a provider, we're not just interested in getting a huge number of students. It's important, but at the same time, we also want to ensure that our students that are going to come and study with us are receiving the right information. We don't want students to come to us with incorrect information or to go to cities that don't suit them. We have found Easy Apply to be one of our most honest, and I specifically emphasize on the word honest partners. The information that they give and the representation they provide on our college is definitely one that makes us proud. So we highly recommend Easy Apply as a bona fide partner, definitely an accredited partner by Kaplan, and one that we look forward to working with for many years to come. So Kaplan as an institution, obviously we provide educational programs, and the main language that we speak is English. We have found no issues whatsoever in communication with Easy Apply staff. We actually find them to be very knowledgeable of our products. We've known them for a long time. We actually know them personally. So we know the staff members that work here on a personal basis. They've been and they've seen our institutions, but more importantly, they've also attended some of our training programs, which not every agent is able to do so, and not every company is able to do so. They've attended some seminars that provide them with continuous information and updates on our courses and on the Kaplan programs. Therefore, generally, I could highly recommend Easy Apply as a great company to work with. People that are first and foremost trustworthy, and again, I emphasize on that, and people that are going to be able to give you the correct information that suits you. The support that I believe Easy Apply offers to its students is obviously from the beginning of the journey. Explaining to someone where to go study is a very big decision. It's not something small, it's not something simple. The student needs to know the city, they need to know the type of accommodation they're going to live, down to the smaller details like providing them with a SIM card before they travel so their parents are able to stay in touch with them. Following up with students after they arrive. For example, Easy Apply works with us by following up on their students. If we have a student who's not attending, we inform Easy Apply, and Easy Apply inform the student and the parents as well. So that contact point with the student is not finished after enrollment. There's consistent contact with the student and all students that are studying at Kaplan. So this is a services agreement that Kaplan and Easy Apply have with each other to ensure that we're providing the right information back to them as a company, and they in turn are sharing it with the people whom it matters to most. We believe Easy Apply to be very flexible, very tailored, and very bespoke. And working with a company as large as Kaplan allows you to be able to do so. So for example, if you're 16 years old and you're traveling for the first time to the UK, Easy Apply is the right place for you to go and seek consultation, and Kaplan is definitely the right place for you to come and study. If you're 34 years old and you're seeking to complete a master's degree in the UK and you need information, or the US or Australia or New Zealand or Canada, and you need information on these locations, then Easy Apply is definitely the best place for you to stop off, receive that information. They will assist you with your enrollment process, they will assist you with getting your visa, and definitely Kaplan is the desired language institution for you to go and study at. Now, Kaplan and Easy Apply together cover a multitude of cities and a multitude of countries. As I mentioned, we as Kaplan are present in the UK and Ireland. We have over 10 English language schools. We're present in the US, where we have over 20 language schools, 2 in Canada, 7 in Australia, and 1 in New Zealand. And you're able to access all of Kaplan's programs and courses directly through Easy Apply. Why should I study at Kaplan? Why is Kaplan the best place for me? And more importantly, who is Kaplan? So as I mentioned earlier, Kaplan is one of the largest educational providers in the world. As a company, Kaplan teaches over 1 million students annually. 1 million students every single year go through a Kaplan course. Now, if we talk specifically about English language students, we're talking over 80,000 students every single year that are coming to study at all of our 45 plus locations across the world. Kaplan's not a small company. Kaplan is a publicly listed company. What that means is we're not privately owned. We exist on the New York Stock Exchange. You're able to check all of the details about the company, what our financial position is, and what our results are. This again is very prestigious for you as a student to show you where you're going to study. You're not coming to a small school, you're not coming to a tiny school, you're coming to one of the largest educational providers in the world. Now, the reason we're the largest educational provider in the world is because everything we do is focused around results. Results come to us as a result of what students say. You as a student come to us and you give us your feedback. Based upon your feedback, based upon your experience, and based upon your results, we're able to actually provide a better service for other students. What does this mean? This means from the moment you arrive at the airport, you're already in touch with Kaplan. From before you even arrive into the airport, from when you come and visit Easy Apply, you're already in touch with Kaplan. Because Easy Apply is an official representative in Kuwait of Kaplan. Upon your arrival, you'll be met by an airport transfer company that represents Kaplan. They will take you to your Kaplan homestay or your Kaplan residence or whatever accommodation that you wish to have. On the first day of school, on a Monday, you do a test, a Kaplan placement test. You're able to do this test before you arrive if you really want to know what level you are. Upon getting the results of your Kaplan test, we're able to give you your timetable, your schedule. Should you not be happy with the schedule, should you wish to do your test again, Kaplan cares, so Kaplan would not mind allowing you to do so. Should you not be happy with the type of accommodation you're staying in and you want to change, Kaplan is able to assist you. More importantly, we understand what's important to you. We know that to you, getting your IELTS is the most important thing, and we're here to support you. Now, how do we support you? We support you through our curriculum. Our curriculum is a blended learning, bespoke curriculum owned by Kaplan, delivered by Kaplan, specifically for Kaplan students. And you get to access all of this once you begin your application process through Easy Apply. Now, just so I can put a number out there, for students that are coming to Kaplan that are seeking to get an IELTS result, over 85% of our students seek and get the results that they seek. So over 85% of the students that come and study at our English language institutes are able to achieve the desired result that they have come in for. This is a testament to how hard our students work and at the same time to how much effort our teachers put in. But I have to be honest and I have to say that it's not all about just academics. Now, we understand you're coming into a country which is a different place. It's the first time for you to be there. For many students, it could be daunting and it could be difficult. But again, Kaplan's here to support you. So in every single school, we have a social programs manager. And the sole job of this social programs manager is to ensure that the students are mixing together. This is the best way for you to practice your language, is obviously by mixing with other students. We understand that the social aspect of being in a city, being in a location, being in a country is very, very important, which is why we pay a lot of focus and we put a lot of emphasis on ensuring that our students are academically happy and socially happy. This is why you should study at Kaplan. So Kaplan has special types of programs called K-Teens, and our K-Teen programs are actually focused for students between the ages of 12 to 17. Now, this truly is a phenomenal way of teaching students that are between the ages of 12 to 17 using our own blended learning K+ curriculum for teens, and at the same time using a communicative method. Now, the way a 13-year-old learns is not the same way a 20-year-old learns. So they obviously require different methods. And Kaplan has done a lot of science and a lot of studying behind this until we've developed this method. We have special schools for our teenagers. So the students that are aged between 12 to 17 are not in the same schools as our adult students. They have to be in a different location. At the same time, the duty of care we have for these students that are between the ages of 12 to 17 is very high. Now, we appreciate for parents that are sending their children that are young and it's their first time, they're very much concerned about the safety of their children. Now, obviously, rest assured that Kaplan's utmost concern is the student safety. We ensure that all of our host families that students will be staying in are checked and are vetted and have been CRB checked. Now, if students are staying in the student residence, these are places that we visit annually and we renew our contracts with them annually. Therefore, if we're not happy with the service, we will find somewhere else where our students will be happy. But the main thing to mention about the K-Teens program is that their learning is very much activity related. That means even though your kids will be playing sports like football, they'll be swimming, they'll be going out together, this is all in an English learning environment, which obviously encourages the students to practice English. We have over 80 different nationalities in our schools, and at any given point, not one school would have less than 50 different nationalities. This is great. This is great for the students, and this is great for other students as well to learn the culture and to experience different nationalities and to be able to share with them. We also find that students tend to stay in touch with each other long after their course is finished. And this is something we greatly encourage because it allows them to keep practicing and using their English language even after their course is finished. Now, I should also take this point and mention that Kaplan provides its curriculum to students once they have finished their course. So even though your son or your daughter has come to study for 6 weeks or for 8 weeks, you're able to continue learning using the curriculum for up to 9 months or 1 year after the program has finished. You can find out more information through Easy Apply or through our schools. Why do I believe you should be working with Easy Apply? I think at the heart of taking any decision, especially a life-changing decision, many of you as students are going to be studying English language to begin with, and then a foundation program, and then a bachelor's. You're talking the best part of 4 or 5 years. It's a big decision. It's not a small decision. You should obviously seek out advice from as many people. People will give you advice based upon their own experiences. However, going to a company like Easy Apply, they're able to give you unbiased advice. They're able to give you advice from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students that they have served. It's not the same as going to ask your cousin who studied in Manchester, or your brother who studied in Bristol, or your auntie who studied in Glasgow 20 years ago. Things change. Things continuously change. Therefore, Easy Apply as a company is able to advise you with these continuous changes because they continue to serve hundreds and hundreds of students on an annual basis. And again, their advice is unbiased. Most importantly, what I like the most is the personal relationship that you get with Easy Apply. And for me as a partner, working with Easy Apply, we feel like we're family. And that to us is obviously very important, and I'm pretty sure you as a student would feel the same way. I feel that that the work that you get in return from Easy Apply, the effort that goes in from their management, from their staff, into ensuring that you as a partner are satisfied is above and beyond what's expected of any normal partner. We believe that they're straightforward and they're honest, and the information that they give you is again unbiased. If they're unable to do something, they won't do it. We find Easy Apply to be extremely ethical, and in this line of business, it really is important. We are all under pressure for numbers to produce, and essentially so is Easy Apply. But you're also under ethical pressure to ensure your longevity in this market. Now, Easy Apply has a good reputation in the market. That's because they care very much about their reputation. And to care very much about your reputation means sometimes you're going to have to say no. And some students might not like it, and some institutions might not like it. But at the same time, we truly believe that in the true virtue of ethics, they really are one of the finest companies that we have the honor and pleasure to work with. And we highly recommend their services for anybody who's looking to expand into the region. Anybody who's looking for on-the-ground knowledge, for local expertise, we highly recommend Easy Apply services, and we'd like to thank them. So thank you, Easy Apply.